Hey, what's going on, dudes? My name is TDC, and welcome to Enigmatica 6. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic today. We are hanging out on the FTOG server, which is an open public server for anybody to join. So if you are interested, I will leave a link to the description, or I'll leave a link in the description to the Discord channel down below. So make sure you go check out the channel, read the rules, and you should be good to go. But dudes, welcome to Enigmatica 6. I have been playing this pack for a little while now, just kind of exploring some of what it has to offer, and I've been having a blast with it. So I figured I'd bring you guys along. I wasn't sure if I was going to make a series on this pack, but it seems pretty good, man. I think we're going to have a lot of fun with it, and it should be a good time. But anyways, dudes, check this out. I kind of look weird right now. I feel like I look like a snake with no body, right? You see my eyes and my little fangs. But that's actually just the backpack, and then it has some night vision goggles. So this pack adds a lot of trinkets and baubles. As you can see, I've got all this stuff turned on now. So if I turn everything on, let's go here. And then this one, this is my scarf of invisibility. If I take this off, then you'll see my body again. But yeah, I kind of look ridiculous with all this stuff on, and I think it's kind of hilarious. A lot of it I have just turned off because I don't want to see it all the time, but I don't know, it's pretty interesting. So we've got a bunch of different ones here. So we got the night vision goggles, which are really handy, just allows you to see in the night. Applies an extra level of looting to killed entities, so this is really nice for getting some rare drops. I got a big backpack. Spent a little bit of time getting this all prepared. So this is a netherite backpack, lots of space. But haven't messed with any of the upgrades yet, which we're going to take a look at soon, I think. And let's get back in here. I've got a couple other ones I'm really happy with. This one increases damage dealt by the wearer, which is cool. This one, the digging claws, is really handy. I'll show you this one in just a second. But these two are my favorites. So I've got the cloud in the bottle, which allows me to double jump. And then I've got the bunny hoppers, which increases my jump height, but also negates fall damage, which is fantastic. So you'll see me kind of doing this double jump thing a lot. And I don't take any fall damage, which is really cool. But the digging claws, I think, is one of my favorites as well, because it basically just turns my hand into a tool, right? Just everything is super fast. Super useful. I don't need, like if I'm just like working on building stuff kind of like around the base, I don't need a whole lot of different tools in my hand if I'm, placing and removing a lot of blocks. So let's find my dirt. Where is it? I got so many blocks in here. There it is. All right, so we're going to fill this up, and but yeah, like I was saying, it works really well for like even stone. So like say I need to get in here, fix some wiring or something like that. And I'd have to scroll all the way back through that thing. I'm just going to do that. So anyways, I've been checking out a few different mods here. And actually, hold on, one thing that I wanted to show you, the other trinkets mod. This guy right here. So we have trinkets, which you get just from doing random things just throughout the world, like tilling ground or chopping down trees or killing mobs or something like that. And each one of these has a different effect, and you can have up to 10 of these active at one time, but you got to unlock them, right? So the 3 that I have on right now is creepers targeting you will not spawn an explosion. So this has saved my butt so many times. I got this one really early on, so like mining in caves and stuff, this has been this has been fantastic. Luck coin provides you with luck too, which is good. I don't know if it stacks with like looting or fortune on your pick and tools. Magneto, this one is really cool. So like I can just right click in the air, and anything that's on the ground, it just gets sucked up into my inventory. So if I do that and then click, so pretty useful since I don't have any kind of magnet or anything yet. But I do want to, since I have 30 levels, I want to go ahead and unlock another one of these, because we're going to be messing with levels and enchants today, and I want to go ahead and clear this out. So this one, you can see it costs 30 XP levels to unlock. So let's click there. Oh, it's only 35 for the next one. Okay, but it does use all of my XP. But yeah, so let's click to add, and you can see all the other ones that we have here. So we have Ice Shard, provides you with a Frost Walker. Warm Void, falling into the void will send you to your spawn point. So that one's really useful. We're going to be using that one when we get to the end. This one, not so much. Lunch bag. This one is probably pretty useful, but I have some other things that kind of help with this. Piggy, you can ride a saddled pig without the needs for a carrot on a stick. Also, the pig movement speed is faster than actual speed, so that's kind of cool, I guess, if you're using it to get around. Slingshot, dealing more knockback to hitting enemies. You can use Ender Pearl indefinitely. That one's pretty cool. Horseshoe, this one doesn't work for me. I don't know why. I don't know what I have on that's making this. Oh, is you gonna? It's gonna make me a liar now. That one was not working for me for the longest time, and I couldn't get it to work. I don't know why it's working now. It's because I'm recording, and just makes it's gonna make me look like a liar. But anyways, let's take that off. I don't really care for it. What else do we have here? We have Bigfoot, Baby Monsters Scare from You. That one's pretty cool. Miner's Pick improves your mining speed, which I could add on to my miner's glove thing, claws. Blank Eyes, you can look at Enderman. Pillow of Secrets, no need for sleep, no more phantoms. Sticky Mind prevents Enderman from near you from teleporting, so that one's pretty useful as well. Dragon's Breath, auto smelting any block mine instantly, smelted as if processed by a furnace. That one's kind of cool too. And then you're immune to nausea, mining fatigue, and slowness. So that one's pretty useful as well. There's just a lot of really cool things in this mod pack. But I think the one I am going to use is this one. Because this is kind of where I set up shop for right now. We may end up moving later on in the future. I don't know. But I spent a bunch of time crafting some of these mega torches, which prevent mob spawning in a 32 block radius, I believe. So I've got a bunch of these set up. I've got one there in the middle, and I've got one out that way. I've got one out that way, one out that way. So it's kind of like a big square safe area where nothing can spawn. But if I end up not sleeping for a while, the phantoms will still spawn and they'll attack me if I'm going, like if I'm AFK or something like that. So definitely want to use that one to keep that from happening. But let's go ahead and throw our scarf back on as well. There. Yeah, so now you can see. I just look so goofy, man. I love it. It's awesome. I did spend a little bit of time. I went to the Nether and got some stuff. A little bit of enchanting stuff all set up as well. Feather Falling 5, Projectile Protection 5, Soulbound. These ones are kind of cool. So you'll encounter mobs and you'll find gear throughout the world that has different enchantability stuff on it, and then also some extra attributes. I was able to find some diamond diamond pants that had some of these enchantments already on them. I think it had Soulbound, but you also see down at the very bottom in blue, it says it's unbreakable. So this will never break, and it is awesome. It also gives me, I think, like 3 1/4 extra hearts, and then I get some just extra stuff. So this is kind of like even more overpowered than normal netherite armor. And I guess really in modded netherite armor is not that overpowered, but definitely helps for the early game, which is where I am at right now. So yeah, I feel like we're pretty decked out. We got some good starter stuff. So I've been working with the enchantments a little bit and doing some fun stuff over here, which we're going to be taking a look at here in a little bit. So yeah, I think to get everything rolling today, we're going to get started with Botania, because there's something I want to look at with that. I can show you guys this too. I have this sword, and you can see there's quite a few enchantments on here. So I got Soulbound, Unbreaking 4, Bane of Illagers 4, Knowledge of the Ages 6, which is a really cool mod or enchantment. From Apotheosis, which is one of the ones we're going to be looking at soon, probably this episode. But what this does is it converts mob drops into experience. So if you just want to collect experience and only experience, this is the way to do it. I think this goes all the way up to Knowledge of the Ages 7, so we're only 1 level short. But we got Sharpness 4 on it, Sweeping Edge 3, Leech 3, which I believe just refills my health, but I don't really need that for this purpose. But I was able to find a zombie Pigman spawner. I've actually got a couple of different ones. This one seems to be the best. But when these guys spawn, they will go and they'll fall down this hole, and then they'll take a bunch of damage to where they're half a heart, and then they'll pop up over here. And then I just want you guys to see how much experience I get from just one swipe. Come on, spawn. You can do it. There they go. So they fall, take their damage, they go over here, and then they'll pop up right here. And then swipe. 30 levels in one swing, which is awesome. So the Knowledge of the Ages on my sword helps, but I also have Insight 4 on my helmet, which Insight 4 just increases the XP gains that you get from killing mobs. So on top of having Knowledge of the Ages, which gives me an XP gain, I also have the Insight, which gives me a lot of extra XP. So, I mean, as you can see there, just 2 packs of mob spawn, and I'm up to 44 levels. So it's pretty fantastic, which is why I wanted to go ahead and do this, which I'm going to do again. I think I'm just going to go ahead and unlock everything here, since XP really at this point is so easy to get. And there's ways that we can even get more. See, I just got 18 levels off of, almost 18 levels off of that one swing. So that's pretty nuts, man. I really, really like it. And that's why I want to take a look at doing some extra enchanting stuff today, starting with Botania. So give me a little bit. I'm going to get stuff together and we should be good to go. All right, so before we get into what I wanted to do with Botania, I want to simplify this process of making living wood and living stone. And I think I've got a pretty good way. There's a couple different ways we can automate this whole thing in this pack. We can use pedestals, and we can use, well, really there's a bunch of different ways. The way I'm going to do it is this here. It's just a combination of different mods here that I thought would be cool. So we got some Engineer's Decor. Not exactly sure if this is like a, I think it's a tie-on to immersive engineering. But I like these 2 blocks. They're pretty neat. So, and then we're also going to use a combination of the pedestals mod, which is really interesting. And then I think that's pretty much it. So we're just going to grab everything in here for right now. Probably going to need the extra inventory space here in a little bit, but it's okay. We'll find out. Let's go ahead and throw our backpack back on our back. That way it doesn't take up any extra room. And then let's grab these guys here. So we are going to make a passive living wood, living stone. I was trying to remember the names of them. Generation here. So it's not going to be something that will make a lot really quickly. It's just something we can set up, throw some stuff in a chest, and then we get what we need out of it, right? So we are going to plop this guy down here and this guy on this side, right? So these are small block breakers from Engineer's Decor, which are actually pretty cool. You can add power or give them power to speed the process up, but just for the living wood and living stone, we don't really need a whole bunch, right? So it'll be fine just without power. They actually break blocks. So if I take this and I put this down in front of it, you can see it's extends its little arms and breaks the block. Sometimes it gets stuck, which is kind of annoying because then you hear this sound. But it's not too bad, and that's why I'm kind of putting it over here so it's kind of out of the way. So we got those guys. We got the block placer, the factory block placer, which we're going to put down right here, and then what we want to do, so if we put this guy in there, it just automatically places a block that's in it, and then this guy will break it, right? Pretty cool. Let's grab that out of there. We don't need any more. Let's break this guy so we don't have to hear that sound for right now. Jeez. But then the other cool mod here is this is from Gadgets and Switches, which I believe is a tie-in to Engineer's Decor. You can kind of see that the UI looks a little similar. But these blocks are amazing, man. I'm excited to see what we can do with this. So it's got a bunch of buttons on the back, which we're going to take a look at here. So we're going to put one on this side, and we're going to put one on this side. So why are you... No, don't want you that way. Oh, that I'm break with a sword. Interesting. Go that way. Okay, now we're good. So we're going to set this side up for the wood and this side up for the stone. So what we're going to do is there's a couple of different things on here. So if we shift right click, we can adjust the range, the threshold, the power, and then the filter, which I'm not exactly sure what this does. Debounce. I don't think we need any of that. And then all this stuff down here, I have no idea what this does yet. I haven't looked at that. I don't want to mess with it because it seems kind of complicated. if it actually even does anything. It may not. I'm clicking, nothing's happening. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to set this filter up for logs. Wooden log, right? So what this does is if we put a wooden log, I don't have any logs. Let's go chop down this dark oak tree, which is what I'm going to be using for our living wood. We have the Ultimine mod, which is fantastic. So if we throw this guy on here, it's going to send a signal to this guy, which is going to power this block, which is going to power this to keep it from happening, right? So now what we can do... Wait, hold on. I'm getting ahead of myself here. I think it's just easier because when I set this up before I had some redstone, but I guess now it's powering this block, which is powering this, which works out just fine. Makes it a little bit more compact. Cool. So yeah, let's grab, I already grabbed it. Let's grab our pure daisy, which we're going to throw down here. And so that's going to slowly convert this into living wood. And when it switches, it's no longer classified as a wooden log, which will turn the redstone off here, which will power this guy, and which will mine this log right here, right? So it's pretty neat. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. We're going to set this one up for stone. Filter stone. So now if we go grab some normal stone, which I think I should have some in here. Yes, I do. We put that in there. It will do the same thing, but just on the other side. And so when this turns into the living rock, that's no longer classified as stone, which will activate this guy, which will mine this, and then we are golden. So what's going to happen is once it mines, it gets popped off, right? So we don't want that because then it just falls on the ground and that's bad news. So we have a storage drawer here, which you can see I've already been using a little bit. And then we also have an ender hopper, which is like a little vacuum. So when they pop off, like so, pretty cool, right? That noise is super annoying, but it is what it is. So what's this going to do? The ender hopper will suck up the items and put it in the storage drawer, which is cool. And then we also have this redstone, or this switch, which I'm going to put right here because it will shut these guys off. So even if something pops up in here, once it changes, it will no longer mine. So we kind of have like an on-off switch for the whole system. But now we need to figure out how to feed these guys stone and wooden logs, right? So that's where the next process comes in. And for that, we're going to be using pedestals, which is very cool. Holy cow, that noise, man. All right, so what we want to do is we want to get this all set up with pedestals. I just want to took a second here to clear out some space for us to work. But let's make sure we got everything we need. We got our pedestals. We need our input chest, which we are going to put right here. And then we're going to have another chest here, which will be our output chest for these two factory placers, right? So what we want to do is just have a hopper on top of this right now. There we go. So anything we put in this chest is going to filter into this one, and then from here it will output. So the reason I'm using this instead of just putting the pedestals on this, well, you know what? Hold up. We're going to try something. I don't think I even need this. Okay, so what we're going to do, let's throw our wooden logs in there. Let's throw our stone in this one. And we're going to set up our filters first before we do anything. So with these filters from pedestal, what we want to do is get them in our hand. We're going to split them up. So whatever block you want to go to what machine using pedestals, right? We need to right click the block that has the inventory that we want to filter. So we want stone to go to this one. We want wood to go to this one. So what we got to do is we got to shift right click on here. That's going to set this to stone. So anything that was in here, if we shift right click on it, which I can show you an example now. So let's just throw some random goods in there. Let's take this. We're going to clear the filter. So if I shift right click on here now, you can see it's filtered for oak chest and carrots as well as stone, which we don't really want. So we'll go ahead and clear that out again. But just to kind of give you an idea of what's going on here. But let's take this out. And I think the reason I was just kind of surprised now is because I think that we can simplify this. I might be wrong, and we may have to change this back here in just a little bit, but we'll see. So we're going to set this one up for stone. We're going to set this one up for the dark oak logs, which really I should probably just set this up for a bunch of different logs, which I might look at a little bit later on. But we'll find out. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a pedestal, put that there, and then we need our transfer or export pipe upgrade. In order to apply these to the pedestals, you got to put them in your offhand and then right click, which is kind of odd if you ask me, but it's just how the mod works. So dark oak log, let's see if this will work. So now if I put the filter on here, oops, if you just right click, it just goes on the pedestal and then it gets sucked into the thing because we have this upgrade on, right? But what we want to do is put this in our offhand and apply that there. Okay, so yeah, this is kind of what I'm confused about, because if we put this thing on here, I'm not sure if it will, I think it'll suck out any item from this chest. And so it might get backed up with like trying to suck a stone out and put it in this one. But that's what we're going to find out. So we're going to see. So this one's set up for stone, which we're going to put in our offhand and put on this guy. So now these are good to go. Let's take these guys here. Let's break this guy and break this guy. That should get sucked up in there. And so now what we want to do is put a pedestal on the bottom of this. And we want our smart import. So now if we put this guy here, we put that on, and then if I throw this in there, is it going to do anything? Oh, that's right. We got to link it first. Duh. So there's a couple of different tools here. There's the filter swapper, which you need for crafting the filters, which is the only thing I've used that for. And then we have our linking tool. Which you need to link from where you want the items to go to where they're coming from. So remember that when you're messing around with pedestals. So we're going to go from where they're going to where they're coming from. Can't connect to network. What's going on here? There we go. Link successful. Okay, so now stone is going in there. Oh, cool. This is going to work. So I only need the one. I don't need the hopper here anymore. So as you can see, anything I put in this chest is going to slowly filter out. And since this is filtered to only accept stone, it's going to feed the stone into the attached inventory, which then in turns will place the block. It'll change into the living stone, and then it'll trigger this guy over here, get mined, and then get stuck in the thing. How cool is that? Very, very useful. Like I said, there's probably different ways of automating this that are maybe a little bit cleaner, but I just figured this is kind of just something we can set up over here, and we don't really have to mess with it. So it's just going to be one and done. It's just going to go do its thing from here on out, and then we're golden. So just to do a full test here to make sure that this is working, I want this to go ahead and switch over, get mined, make sure it's going in here. So we got 71 as of right now. It'll be 72. Perfect. And so it automatically gets placed with the new one. And so now we're going to work on this one. So this is my other question. Can I link two pedestals to one? Is that going to work? It is. All right, so I want to pull that out. I want to throw that in there. Okay, cool. So I can link two pedestals to just the one. Awesome. Yep, so this is it, man. It's pretty much all set up. This is going to just be a passive thing. Whenever I need more, I can just come drop, a couple stacks of stone or wood in this chest. It will get fed into this whole process, and that noise is awful. Oh, man. Okay, small engineer's breaker. If we come into our muffler thing, can I find that in here? Small, no, breaker, no. If I mute any of these, will it work? No. I don't think this mod works with this. Which is kind of annoying. Okay, we're just gonna have to ignore that for right now. I will make a normal muffler and come hide it over here in the ground somewhere. But since we're done down here, I don't know if that'll mess it up. I'm just gonna go ahead and keep it open. Let us clean this up, and then we're gonna move on to our next thing. Alright, so for our next project, I want to take a look at doing some enchanting with Botania. And for that, we're going to need a couple of different things. We're going to set up a quick and dirty mana generation farm, which I've already got some stuff set up. It's not going to be the most efficient or how we're going to have things later on in the future. But for now, I think it's going to work, and I've got everything crafted up here for us to take a look at. I've been doing a lot of Botania off camera. I just wanted to set it up with you guys. So for our mana generation, we're gonna have our pool here. We got our runic altar, which we're not gonna need right now, but I wanted to take a look at these rose arcanas. So this generates, the music is really loud. This generates mana from experience, and since I've got this sword and this mob farm, I wanted to see how fast this this stuff works. So I'm not exactly sure if this is going to be the quickest thing. I think it's kind of more of just a passive, like you set it up and then you stand in it, I guess. Not exactly sure. So let's take this. We're going to set these down. Let's just do kind of Minecraft helmet shape, and I can stand right here. Oh, okay. That's quick. That's not too bad, actually. Now we just need to set up some mana spreaders. Let's do one here for now. This is all going to change. The reason I set this up is because I wanted to start collecting some living stone and living wood so I can kind of make a Botania area. I just want to use the blocks and according to the mod. Let's grab this. We're going to aim these guys at this. So you guys, oh, y'all don't automatically link, or do you? No. Okay, so we're gonna set that one up there. We'll do that one there as well. This guy, this guy. So just from my 18 levels, oh, that's not much mana. They're draining. Okay. So while that is, well, yeah, while that's doing that, let's go over here. Let's grab another quick little 30 levels or something. I want to see exactly how much XP this is going to give us. I don't think it's going to be as much as I would like, because that just seems kind of overpowered, especially if you've got a sword like this and a, you know, quick little mob farm, and it could be pretty overpowered pretty quickly, but it seemed kind of like a cool flower, right? So there's 30 levels. Let's turn this guy off for the time being. Come over here. And before we get close to the flowers, let's let them drain, which I think they should be about done now. We just gotta wait for these guys. That one's almost gone. That one. So yeah, I'm just gonna let this empty. I want to see how much just 18 levels got us here, and then we'll be back. 1 second. All right, everything is empty now, and that is 18 levels worth of mana right there. That's not very much. So now I'm going to add another 30 levels just to kind of see what this looks like. So it drains pretty quick, but I think that's because these have a buffer. So once they all fill up, it should start going a lot slower. Yeah. Okay. It is still a cool concept though, but I think we're going to be better off using something like the thermalilies, or what are the other ones that eat stuff? So we got the ones that eat lava, which I have these here, thermalilies, and then, oh, the endoflames. Endoflames are probably going to be our best bet, but right now I don't have a lot of coal to feed this, or blaze rods, which would be the best. So yeah, we're just going to kind of have a hodgepodge of different different stuff here. So yeah, let's let this drain real quick, and we'll kind of see where we're at mana wise after 48 levels. And I'm gonna grab some coffee. All right, well, it looks like, are these guys empty? Oh, okay, yeah, they just need to be updated. So in like another 400 levels, we'll have a full mana pool. That's not going to work. So that is the reason I saved up some mana to start off this episode with today. So we don't need that right yet. Let's go ahead and plop this guy down somewhere. Let's just put it here for now. I'm not going to use it. But we are going to set up the enchantment station for Botania. And we need... I think that's all we need. We need these guys too. So, if I can remember how this works, I think, let's go ahead and move all this for now. I don't need it. I'll set this up a little bit better. I just need some room for this enchanting setup. So, let's make this the center. And so I believe the shape that we need for this is something along the lines of this. It's been a long time since I've messed with any of this. I haven't set this up yet. I think it's like this. And then we set up flowers and then the crystals and stuff out and around. So let's fill this in. All right, and then the lapis goes here. Then we put 4 flowers here. And then I think it's 3 out from the corners in the front, or is it? Let's try. So 1, 2. Maybe it's just 2. We'll try. If it doesn't work, then I'll know what it is. Like so. And like so. Now if I right click on you, not gonna work. Okay, I think we should probably go to the book here. So let's do, is it this one? No, it's in here somewhere. Mystical items. Aha, this guy here. So let's... Oh, no. Hold on. We might have had it right. I just need to put the crystals on top, right? So let's do... Boom. 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 Alright. Like so. And now if I right click... No, we're still off somewhere. Okay, 1 second. Oh, look how close I was. I was just a derp and put this in the wrong spot. This is literally all it was. All right, so let's get rid of you, put you there, and then this guy on top of here. Awesome, and then I need to put an obsidian back, and then our lapis block. And that should be it. Oh man, that's actually pretty good since I haven't set this up in such a long time. Couple of other things we're gonna do. We're gonna make a couple of mana pools to dump these mana tablets in, right? So let's do this, and we're gonna put one. Yeah, let's do here and here, and then we can drop those tablets in and let them drain, because I think that'll take a second. So if I switch this to mana tablets pool, throw you on there, and then throw this guy on here. Cool. Yeah, so we'll let these drain into these pools here, and then what we're going to do, what we're trying to do, is make our armor just a little bit better. You can see that they're already kind of taking some damage. I got thorns on this, which I don't particularly want, but I'm going to get rid of that eventually, right? But I thought for the time being, some mending would be good. Since we've got unlimited XP here, mending would help quite a bit with keeping our stuff all topped off, right? And so I've got a mending book here. I found a gold chess piece from a dungeon or something like that. The only enchantment it had on it was mending. And so what I did is, if you come into all around the world in Enigmatica 6, you come across these towers, right? I can actually show you one because there's one right over here. So these towers, if you climb to the very top, there is a chest, but beware, there are explosions, so make sure you check underneath some blocks. You'll see them. You'll find the TNT. But there are enchanted books, like affixed tomes and stuff like that. I don't know exactly what those do yet, but all up the stairs, there are item frames with books in them, and those books are actually pretty useful. So make sure you collect all of those because you'll need them a little bit later on. What those do is there's a couple of different ones in here. So if you take a look, we've got Tome of the Miners, Tome of the Others, Tome of Weaponry, we've got Tome of the Boots, and Tome of Scrapping. These tomes accept different types of enchantments. You have a better chance of getting an enchantment that you want if you enchant these books, right? This one, Tome of Scrapping, can remove enchantments. Taking some of them on its own will consume the item on the process. So what I did is I took one of these Tomes of Scrapping with that gold chest piece that had Mending on it, put it in an anvil, and it took the anvil, or it took the enchantment off the gold chest piece, deleted the chest piece, but it gave me a Mending Book, right? And so the reason I set this up with Botania is because Botania will enchant your gear without consuming the book. So that's kind of what I was wanting to look at here. I don't know exactly how much mana it's going to take to enchant netherite stuff with Mending. I have a feeling it's going to be quite a bit, but we will see. So let us we need some sparks. Actually, I got one more in here. Okay, cool. Let's throw a spark on this one and this one. And I think if these still... Are you empty now? You might be empty now. That didn't give us a whole lot of mana, did it? Okay. I think that's about half a pool. I think if I remember correctly, these sparks will transfer mana from here to here. Maybe. We'll find out. But let's go ahead and enchant our boots first. Actually, instead of doing that, can we enchant a book with Mending? I want to find out. Let's grab a couple of books here. We'll just grab all of those. I don't know if Botania works with books. I know it does for gear. Can I right click you on there? No. Okay, so it's got to be gear. So now if I put, since you're already enchanted, can I put you on there? Shift click. Does it only do tools? Alright, this one's already enchanted. Okay, well this might be something different. Do I have something to enchant? A diamond sword. Oh, that's got an enchantment on it already. Iron sword? I just want to see if I can click anything on there. Maybe I didn't do this right? No, okay, so that worked. So it just got to be unenchanted. We can't do books. All right. So I guess what we could do is enchant a bunch of different things with Mending, and then we could use those tomes of scrapping to get the books off. So yeah, let's try that. So if I throw this down here, and then if I click... Okay, there it goes. It's doing something. How long is that going to take? Oh, that didn't take long at all. How much mana did we use? Oh, not much. Very nice. Okay, so now, can I have my thing back? There we go. So now we have Mending on this sword, which we don't really want. But if we come over here, grab a Tome of Scrapping. Scrapping. Where'd you go? Here we go. I got 5 of these, which is actually really handy is you can make these, right? So this one is very simple. It's just some iron for the anvil and 8 books around, and you get 8 tomes of scrapping. Very, very cool, very handy. Let's throw that in there. We'll throw that in there, and it costs 18 levels, but like I said, since we have experience over here... Whoa, can I do 5 of these at a time? No. Okay, that wouldn't make sense. But yeah, so now since I have the XP farm over there, this really shouldn't be a big of a deal. So let's just go grab some XP, and then I will get enchanting books for each piece of gear. All right, so we got our levels. Put that in there. Ta-da! Now we have 2 mending books. So as long as I keep one of these books, that's basically unlimited enchantments as I need them, right? So since we left that, okay, that doesn't work. I didn't know if I could actually just like scrap an enchantment off a book and get one of them. But yeah, that actually shouldn't be a big deal. So if I just made like a bunch of stone tools or something, then I could just strip the mending off of them. Yeah, okay, so I just need 3 mending books. I can't put that stuff on my Tinker's tools. Tinker stuff I'll talk about a little bit later on. I want to kind of remake some of these. I think my sword could be much better than what it is, but very cool stuff with Tinkers now, man. Like the way Tinkers works is very awesome. I really enjoy it. We also have the Tetra mod in here too, which is another tool mod which I've never messed with, but it seems like it's gonna have some pretty overpowered stuff as well. So man, there's so much cool stuff in this pack. I love it. Yeah, but I'm gonna spend a little bit of time here. I'm going to just get rid of some of these tools, I guess. Vampiric iron. I don't know. See, this is one of those enchanted ones I found in the world. I don't know exactly what they do. Vampiric iron sword. I don't know. It's just a thing. But yeah, so I'm gonna enchant some stuff. I just need 3 more mending books. Actually, I should probably put one of these away just to make sure I don't accidentally use it. Let's throw that in there. All right, so there's mending. This one we're going to take a look at here in just a minute. That's what I want to mess with. It should be good. But yes, give me a second. I'll be right back. All right, so this actually didn't use too much mana, surprisingly, for getting 3 different mending. Or 4 different, I guess, in total. So that's not bad, man. I remember I thought it was going to be a lot more expensive. So let's throw those in there. Throw those there. We'll grab this one. We'll grab this one. And then I'm not going to have enough levels. So it's only 10 levels per enchantment, which is not bad. I don't know if that cost changes on the type of enchantment. So that might be something else to look into here in a little bit. But yeah, so let's grab a couple extra levels here. I need to get the mending off this, and then I am good to enchant the rest of my gear. And that should get all my gear back up to full, which is nice. I don't need it on my pants since they are unbreakable. But yeah, so we can get some sort of mending on the Tinker stuff. We can actually make our Tinker stuff unbreakable, but I don't have the means of doing that just yet. So we will take a look at that a little bit later on. There's 19. We'll just keep that going for right now because I will need... It's actually not going to work with me over here. I still got to stand close to it. So that in there, that in there. There is our 4 mending books. We actually have 1 extra. Now let's take our gear off here. Let's throw you in there. You with mending. So that's 3. Mending on you. 2 levels. Mending on you. 2 levels. Dope, man. All right, that was much easier than I thought it was going to be. So now if we come over here, we get a little bit of XP action going on. All our stuff should be full, and with the amount of XP that we actually get, which shouldn't be a problem, man. Like, it should fill all that up and give us like almost 30 levels, I think. And we're going to increase the XP output on this here in just a second too. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, there's 25. All my stuff is healed. Oh man, this is good stuff. I'm going to grab a few more levels and we'll come back and do our next thing. Woo, man. Come on, Porky. So this is the problem with this mod pack. It's not really a problem. It's just we have to get into this mod Apotheosis, which we are going to take a look at soon. But when I'm just doing like random enchants on the enchanting table, you get so many different enchantments that it's kind of hard to get what you want. And that's why I wanted to use this with Botania, because I can kind of narrow it down if I already had the book, and then I can build it up from there. So what I'm looking for here is looting. So there's another insight, which wouldn't be bad. I already have that on my helmet, but I could make it even stronger. Blast protection, projectile protection, sharpness. That's another insight. I'm gonna grab that for now. Multi-shot. I don't think I have any like low-level looting. Reactive. Rebounding. Obliteration, insight 5. Should probably take that one. Let's see. Yeah, but I mean, as you can see, there's just so many different enchantments. It's very difficult. There are ways of narrowing this down once you get into these mods a little bit, but I haven't gotten to that point yet, so I am stuck with just a bunch of different crazy enchantments. And the looting 7, I want to use this, but I don't want to waste it, and I don't know if I try putting this on something. I think it will work. I just don't know how much mana it's going to cost, and I don't have much mana is the problem. I guess let's just try. Let's put it on a sword. It's not like I'm going to lose the book or anything. I just may end up wasting all this mana if it doesn't happen fairly decently or fairly quickly. So let's put that on there. Looting 7. Put that on there. Click. Alright, it accepted it. I just think it's going to take a bunch of mana to do this one. So my idea... yeah, I don't think we're going to have enough mana. Look how fast it drained all that. Oh, no. Okay, so I guess it's... Oh, it shows me. Okay, yeah, so that took a lot of mana. Yikes. Okay, so my idea was to get a low-level looting and just use that and then combine the books up to level 7 to get that enchantment. But since we're almost halfway there, I feel like we should set this up to work somehow. Let's grab these guys. This. A little bit of lava here. I don't know, man. This is rough. Okay, so let's put like this, and then we'll just throw this guy down here, and then we'll do the same thing on this side just for the time being. And do I have a bucket in my bag? I got a bucket. So let's throw this down as well. Boom, boom. And then we need our spreaders, which we put there and there, and then we just gotta link these to the pools. There and there. Yeah, that should work. So now with these thermal lilies, if we put that there and there, are these guys linked or not? Okay. So that should give us a little bit. Let's see how much this is going up now. Not very much, man. Oh, that takes a lot of mana. Alright, well, we need to work on our mana production a little bit to get that up, but like I said, I think if we got a low-level looting and just combined them, it would be much easier. So if I got, say I worked it up to a looting 3, then I could just put looting 3 on a bunch of stuff. I don't think looting 3 would take that much. It'd probably be about the same as the mending, right? I think it's just because this is such a high-level enchantment. Yeah, so I'm going to spend a little bit of time. I'm going to try to work up to a looting 3 book, see if I can get lucky. And I guess we'll come back and take a look here in a minute. Freaking finally, man. I got a looting 2. That took forever. I enchanted all these swords in hopes to get some sort of looting. But that's the first one I've got. Looting 2 will do just fine. So let's throw, I guess I can throw all of these in here for now. Where'd my looting one go? There it is. So we'll throw all these guys in here because we may need those enchantments a little bit later on. Throw those in there for some case safekeeping, keep safing. But we need to get this enchantment off of here. So let's use our Tome of Scrapping with this one. Ooh, no. Ooh, no. That's going to delete it. How do... Not good. Okay. Can we not do anything with this? I thought maybe it would take both enchantments. There is an enchantment remover. Where is it? It is Extractor. Which shouldn't be too hard. The plastic is the bit that's gonna take a while. Are you... what? Okay. I guess that's not really an option either. Dang it. Does it mean I gotta do more? More? I don't want to do more. Let's try... I got a Tome of Weaponry. Let's try these 4. Let's just throw that in there. No, don't want that. Dang it. Oh, man. Let's grab a couple swords here. Throw that one back in there. This is rough. This is not what I was hoping for. Alright, well, I guess I'm back to the old grindstone here. Alright, so in a last-ditch effort to try to get looting, I am going to try to make this Soul Enchanter from the Eidolon mod, which is going to take a little bit of prep here. I don't think it'll take too much. We need to make some of this arcane gold, which I have to make in a crucible. So that is 2 redstone, a soul shard, and then 2 gold, and that'll give us 2 of those. So I need to make a couple of these. The problem is, I think I only got 2 of these soul shards so far. I don't know what the best way to go about getting these are. I've got 3. Is that all I have, or do I have more? I think that's all I have. It looks like... Oh my god, dude, you scared me. This slime just climbed all the way up from my mine, which is... That's a long way, man. Well, that sounds like there's a bunch of baddies down here. Hadn't been down here in a while, I guess. Man, that scared me. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. The soul shards we got to get with the scythe, which I believe the scythe we need to get a little bit further into this mod to get. Yeah, we need this thing, which I'm not sure how to get. Let us see. Are you in the book? Where's this one? Eidolon. There it is. Monsters or signs. I don't know. Yeah, this might take a little bit to get into. Inlays. That's that. Okay, so I knew that. Monsters. Rituals. Yeah, so we need like this brazier thing. Brazier. Pewter. I'm not sure how to make pewter. I don't think it's too hard. Yeah, this might be something I kind of start off camera. This is what we need here. So I need soul shards plus the unholy thing, the tattered cloth, which I have, and then the pewter. So don't think it's going to be too hard, because I imagine that you need this pretty early on to start getting these soul shards. How do I... It doesn't work in there. Soul... I actually had it already on there. Soul shard. Recipe. Nope. You gonna do anything? Recipe. Uses. Nope. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how we're going to go about this. This is the one I would like to get. I could put it on anything, but again, you need this unholy symbol, which I do not know how to get. That could be a problem. So yeah, we kind of got done what I wanted to get done today. Where'd my wand go? There it is. So we're kind of stuck on this guy here. He's still just about halfway done. I think I can put down some more lava now. Are you still mad? No, they've calmed down a little bit. So we'll put that there. We'll put that there. I think we just kind of screwed this one up. We wasted a bunch of mana trying to do this on a super high level enchantment, like looting 7. But the reason I wanted to do that is because I don't want to waste the one looting 7 book that I have, right? So I got pretty lucky on getting that one. So I don't want it to go to waste, and I wanted to copy it without getting rid of the book. And I think this is going to be the best way. We just need way more mana than I thought we were going to need. So yeah, I guess maybe I'll just kind of let this do its thing, and we'll see if we can get this going. I don't think this enchantment is going to stop. It's been going the whole time that we've been recording here, so like 20 minutes or so now. And it hasn't disappeared, so I guess that's a good sign. Just as long as we keep feeding it the mana that it needs, then we should be good. Yeah, so we'll just kind of let it do its thing, and then I will get started on this mod here a little bit. Just to get something going for the beginning of next episode. We can finish kind of taking a look at all this, but I do want to get into create, because create is how I get into refined storage, which I need desperately. I've got so much junk and so many different chests that it would be nice to have some sort of thing. Just, you know, we go into that. But one thing I forgot to mention too at the beginning of this episode is we have a quest book. I've been doing some of these, so some of these quests you will see I've gotten the checkbox on them, which means I have claimed the reward that it had. I haven't gotten anything like overpowered or crazy awesome just yet, but just doing some of like the basic things here. So this is an Alchemist's Delight. No idea what that's going to give me. Probably some sort of potion. What did you give me? A flask of adrenaline. Yeah, so just give me, some of them are kind of useless, some of them are better than others, and sometimes you actually get rewards related to the mod when you go in here and claim these, but not all the time. This one, so some of these also just reward XP, and then also when you get started with some of these mods, let's find one. Industrial Foregoing. So this one, this is just a checkbox. This kind of unlocks the quest tree here. So you come in here, check this, you get some XP, and then it unlocks the next quest for you to kind of start progressing through. So like I said, I haven't done too much with this. I've claimed some of them, not all of them. I wanted to save some for you guys when I did start recording. But yeah, I don't know. I think today it was a pretty good day, man. I'm going to save these probably for next episode. We'll pop those and see if we get anything cool. But anyways, I'm going to spend a little bit of time trying to get this thing finished. Get started on Eidolon a little bit, and I'll come back and show you what we got time, or what I figured out next episode. And then hopefully we can get a little bit more progression towards this looting 7. Because I'll tell you my grand master plan. What I wanted to do was get my helmet up to Insight 5, I think is the highest it goes. Insight. Yeah, Insight 5, which I have a book over there already. Which we could use to bump this up if we wanted. But I wanted to get that up to 5, and then I wanted to get my sword up to looting 7. So you see that I was getting about 30 levels off of one swipe on here, but I have no looting on this at all, right? So if I got looting, that means that they would drop more things, which then would in turn drop more XP, which means I could probably get maybe, I would hope at least 40 levels per pack of mobs. I don't know, it could be pretty cool. So I'm gonna try to push for that a little bit before next episode, and we'll kind of see what happens. But yeah, it should be fun. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode of Enigmatica 6. It is good to be back. I haven't recorded in a little while. I've been super busy with life stuff. Modded is going to kind of allow me to record a little bit more in sequence, and you know, not have to work so hard on doing crazy building and different things like that. So hopefully you guys enjoy. My Minecraft world will be back at some point. I kind of got the wind taken out of my sails a little bit when they split the new 117 stuff up. But we will be back to that soon. I am craving to play some vanilla here after a while, but I just figured we'd give Modded a shot for a little while and see what happens. But I got a new microphone. I don't know if you guys could tell the difference in my audio quality, but I feel like it's a lot better. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that as well. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, hanging out with me today. Hit that like button for me down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. And make sure you go check the thing out. If you want to play on the server, you are more than welcome to. And all the information should be on that Discord server. So just make sure you follow the rules, and then we should be good to go. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. All right. Thanks so much for watching. Peace.